Way back 3 to 5 years ago, the number of BL series failed to compete with what we have in the current year, so most fans could watch everything back then and still wanted more. Fast forward in 2023, there are tons of new BL shows in just a single month that fans can't keep up with all of the releases. In this video, I will be talking some of the BL series that I haven't watched yet that most of you are recommending even in the current year. If you also have a list of BL series that you haven't seen yet, feel free to share it on the comment section below. Before that, some of these BL series might not be available on your country due to geo-blocked restriction. If that's the case, then you might want to sign up to ExpressVPN so you can unlock these geo-blocked BL dramas while also surfing the web safely and anonymously. Use the link on the description below to have 49% discount plus an additional 3 months free of usage if you opt to avail the 12-month plan. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. First on our list, Game Boys Season 2. You might find this a little bit of surprise since the first season of Game Boys was one of my personal favorites back in 2020. Game Boys 2 followed the usual setup of most BL series and the characters already had a physical interaction with one another on set. Unlike the virtual setup of the first season, the plot was still set in the midst of the global pandemic, so it's still quite familiar although the setting was completely different. The probable reason why I haven't seen this yet was due to the availability for the international audiences when it was first released. I'm still quite debating whether to watch this series for 2023, but I think plots with regards to the pandemic are now quite exhausting to watch since I've seen quite a lot of those in the past 3 years. Game Boys Season 2 can be watched on Gaga. Number 2. Love Mechanics. This is a popular BL series that was released late last year but I haven't seen it yet. I saw the mini-series of Love Mechanics as part of Another Love way back in 2020 and I always thought that I don't need to see the same story twice. But some comments and reviews about it are pretty encouraging for everyone to watch it, including myself, but I still can't decide if I should give it a try. Yin War are truly a popular on-screen couple, but I'm still not yet that much invested with their pairing. I might still consider to watch this in the future if I got tons of extra time. Love Mechanics can be watched on WeTV. Number 3. Color Rush 2. The concept of this BL was really a unique one, that's why I fell in love with the first season even though it had a lot of not so good things when it comes to the execution. When Color Rush 2 was announced, I was excited about the continuation of the story, but I was left disappointed when one of the main actors did not reprise his role on the sequel. I also thought that the story is kind of different now compared to the first season due to a different love interest. Color Rush 2 got mixed reviews, so I might skip this one. Color Rush 2 can be watched on Viki. Number 4. I Will Knock You. There are literally a lot of you recommending this series for me to watch, but I still don't have the courage to see this myself. I'm quite afraid that this series would not fit my taste because of its different approach of storytelling, but my drama list users rated this series quite high, so there's still a chance that I might binge watch this BL show in the future. If you have your review of I Will Knock You, please leave it on the comment section and I'll be glad to read it. I Will Knock You can be watched on Gaga. Number 5. XylonAkauMSTS. Another BL series with a high rating is XylonAkauMSTS, but I barely knew anything about it. There are a lot of positive reviews about this series talking how good this series was, but my stubborn self refused to take a look on this one. I'm not really into sitcoms since I'm not used to its format, and that's one reason why I did not bother to watch this series. But since this series is quite unpopular, you might want to check this out to try something new. XylonAkauMSTS can be watched on YouTube. Number 6. Don't Say No. One of the most popular Thai BL series is Don't Say No, which was released way back in 2021. I never talked about this series before on this channel because I didn't watch it when it was released. One of the reasons why I didn't like Thun Type Season 2 like its first season was because of Fiat's character. Ja and First really got a good chemistry with each other, but I still couldn't forget how I was annoyed with Fiat's character in Thun Type Season 2. Anyway, if you haven't seen this yet, Don't Say No can be watched on Viki. Number 7. Check Out. This is probably the most controversial BL series that was released last year due to the streaming site where it will be released, and how most fans were so much disappointed with the series itself. I'm glad that I did not jump on the bandwagon of watching the series when the special episode was released. The hype that the special episode made did not live up to the expectations of the fans for the series itself. Check Out is currently the lowest rated BL series on my drama list website with a rating of 5.7. As of now, the uncut version of Check Out are being streamed on YouTube. Last but definitely not the least, Unforgotten Night. Love Syndrome is now currently on air, and some of you might be curious on its Thai parent story, Unforgotten Night. To add some context, the main characters of Love Syndrome came from Unforgotten Night, which were previously side characters, although the two don't share the same actors. The reason why I did not bother to watch this series was due to the initial bad reviews of it that turned me off as a viewer, but I'm actually surprised when some people said that Unforgotten Night is their favorite show even though everything was awful. I don't know how they came up with that conclusion, but I guess they found something magical about this series. Unforgotten Night can be watched on YouTube. Aside from this list, there are still a ton of other BL series that I haven't watched yet or barely talked about them on this channel. What are the BL series you haven't watched yet in 2023? Thank you for watching. That's it, and see you on the next one.